should exercise caution. Things in here may not react well to bullets.
Well, look who's back. And still in one piece, no less. Have you now? Well, bravo then. When Azad first suggested taking on an assistant, I'll admit that I had my doubts. I'm happy to say that you've laid them all to rest. Here you are. Payment as promised. Did you hear that, love? Our courageous research assistant has delivered yet again.
I never had a shred of doubt. Nothing inspires courage and perseverance like the pursuit of knowledge, I always say.
That is quite literally the first time I've ever heard you say that.
Well, I certainly always think it.
Yes, dear. Of course you do. You've done more than enough as it is. We could hardly ask more of you. We'll get by on our own from here. Indeed we do. Thanks to you, we not only have the answer to our little mystery, but a path to resolving it. Here's a little something extra for a job well done. Best of luck in your future scientific endeavors.
I welcome you, fellow traveler. Have you come seeking redemption for your sins? Or has your journey brought you here for some other purpose? Nothing of the sort. I'm just an old man seeking solace in troubled times. As have we all. I assure you, I make no judgments. It's not my place to do so. Such things are between you and the Great Serpent alone. But have no fear, my friend, for the Serpent is merciful. I suspect you have yet to walk the path of redemption. There is no cause for shame. We must each choose the time that is right for us to make the journey. I would be happy to explain the custom, if you like. Ah, thank you, my friend. Your kindness is a gift, for it brings me happiness to speak of the path. Spread across the land are 4 way shrines. Each offers words that describe a pillar of our society. To sin against the Great Serpent demands an act of absolution. We first come here to pray for forgiveness, and then we make a journey. We travel to each of the way shrines, reading their words and contemplating their meaning. When that is done, we return here to renew our pledge of devotion to the Great Serpent. In this way, we are redeemed. It is not, nor are the shrines themselves. The danger of the path is a part of the test, for redemption is given to the worthy, not the weak. Good. A mind that craves knowledge is a mind that is growing strong. Here, you'll need this. It's my copy of the original Path of Redemption, written years ago by the honored Ranchik Dosa. It was he who first walked the path, guided by the Great Serpent. Begin reading it here, and follow the steps carefully. I shall await your return. I'm quite curious to know what you make of the experience.
Great Serpent, grant your mercy to this lost soul.
I...
Pray that the great...
I'm all ears.
This city, I can hardly understand.
I am sure we can make a deal. I was hoping you would eventually stumble into my shop. Welcome. Oh, yes. I imagine it's been difficult for you. It's rare that an off-worlder finds their way to Dasra. But not just any off-worlder. One that's able to speak with a Nazca Varun himself, which in the eyes of the citizens of Dasra moves you up from the suspiciously curious category to the dangerously unique one. Which reminds me, here I am prattling on about you when I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Nalada Brady. Forgive me for not starting our conversation that way. I've been a bit distracted of late. My brother Qasim has been missing for days. I'm beginning to worry that something terrible has happened to him. Well, yes, but the incident that claimed most of Dazra was several weeks ago. Qasim and I were fortunate that our shop wasn't destroyed like so many others around us. Yes, thank you. But my problems need not burden you. If you want to take a look at what my shop has to offer, well, you let me know. Really? You'd do that for me? Oh, you truly are a gift from the Great Serpent. I knew he hadn't forsaken us. Oh yes, of course. The last time I heard from Qasim, he was headed out to the Deep Gorge refinery to assess if it could be reopened. He never came back that evening. I've been worried sick. Of course, how would you know about that place? It's an old mineral processing facility a good distance to the southeast of Dazra. It closed down years ago due to, I'm not even sure why. It ran out of resources, I think. There was very little talk about it around town. Something within tells me you speak the truth. I feel blessed that the Great Serpent delivered you to my door. Just please be careful. That old refinery has been abandoned for years, and there's no telling what might be choosing to call the facility its home. Now, is there anything you might need for your journey? Not much more, other than what I've already told you. The only silver lining from the refinery's shutdown was that all of the workers were placed into other positions throughout the city, so no one went hungry. Do you mean to ask if it's a sore subject to bring up since he's missing? Not at all. Qasim and I have been close ever since we were young. Our father and mother taught us everything we needed to know about running this shop, so that one day we could take over. When they passed, Qasim and I ran the business for a few years together, but I could see his heart was elsewhere. I gave him my blessing, and he attended an engineering academy. In a few more years, he graduated and made quite a name for himself. When the government reached out to everyone for help after the incident, I wasn't the least bit surprised he was the first to volunteer. I can only pray that his eagerness hasn't gotten him into deep trouble. The cataclysm that claimed most of Dazra has severely impaired our ability to survive on Varun Kai. Qasim is simply trying to use his engineering background to help everywhere that he can. In this case, he's trying to assess if the refinery can be reopened. He strongly believes that the loss of the city's infrastructure means we need to rely on everything we can in order to get back on our feet. My mother taught me to try and provide a smiling, friendly face for my customers, but it's been incredibly difficult. I managed to muddle through when the incident struck the city, but this situation with Qasim has made things difficult. I hope you find something you like.
Greetings.
Apology. Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me. You do not have approval to trade with me.
Seems the Great Serpent has chosen to spare us.
How did we end up here?
Some koza to lift your spirits? This bar is the only thing keeping many people sane. This is what I have.
If you ask me, we should be celebrating,
No one can doubt the Great Serpent's existence now.
We lost a lot of good people to the Vortex.
Wars are a seemingly universal constant across cultures.
Will I ever see my family again? Vindicator! Vindicator! No loitering!
I have a mouth to feed. My own. What do you want? I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here. You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe. However, your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. I will trade with you, but I have no interest in being your friend. Now, what do you want? No, you will always be an outsider to me. Always. The last thing this city needs is to open the gates and let outsiders flood in. Outsiders with weapons, crew, ulterior motives. I am disappointed that so many of my people have embraced you so blindly, when we should have found strength within each other. Here. Already have enough to worry. Your credits are worth the same as everyone's, I suppose. I suppose your money is worth the same as everyone else. Buy what you need, then leave.
outstage. We must rebuild Dasra to its former glory.
Except we can't build without construction materials and resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there.
I apologize, but with the Cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound wrong, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House Maleen...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
You'll have to speak louder, my friend. Aha! It's you! Welcome, welcome. If you're looking to stave off hunger, you will find no better place. We serve high-quality growth, freshly slaughtered. This seems like your kind of place. Aha! Yes, friend! This is the place! Now, just enjoy yourself. If you need something, holler. And I do mean holler. How long has it been? Maybe 45 years? Oh, it is painful to say that. I remember the day my younger brother and I began our first shift in the slaughterhouse. He barely knew how to handle a knife. Some years later, though, he was practically running the place. He passed some time ago. But the meat house still holds so many wonderful memories of him. I am so thankful that the Great Serpent saw fit to spare this place. Our food supply. We are holding on. The growth farmers have been working tirelessly to make sure there are no major disruptions. I am unsure how long that can realistically continue, but I trust in the Great Serpent. How do I feel about it? Not good. Not good. But I am holding on, though. There is no point in becoming bogged down by fear. I also feel strangely honored in a way that I am able to serve the people of Dazra in this time of need. To offer them food and allow them to, if, well, only for a moment, escape to a simpler, safer time. What an honor that is, truly. Of course, of course. Great Serpent bless you.
Word around the city is that emergency food rations are running low. I pray our growth supply holds firm. He will be fine. How can you be so sure? If the emergency rations run out, everyone will look to us to provide food. Could we keep up with demand?
Great Serpent will deliver us.
That's what she tells me. She tells me there is somebody else.
When you are older, you'll get your tattoos like me.
They are so pretty. I cannot wait. I want tattoos just...
The Great Serpent's plan for us is sometimes hard to discern.
Our situation is... I'm sorry, but I cannot just give you supplies. We are stretched razor thin as it is.
Serpent's Grace, are you a new volunteer? I was told you'd be coming yesterday. Or was it today? By Jinan. What day even is it?
Other patients are in more dire circumstances and require assistance.
So you will not help my children.
So you didn't send me that slate with the urgent tone and suspect grammar? Now I'm wondering who did. No matter. You're here, they are not. My name is Vasilis. I am a Herald's assistant. Or I was, until the cataclysm took out much of the city and half of the people with it. Now I'm part healer, caretaker, warrior. The list goes on and on. I would gladly take a fire over what's happened to our city. You don't need Jinan's sight to see things are bad. No, bad is the wrong word. What happened here was tectonic. And while the wounded are being tended to, I'm most concerned with those in the city who haven't sought help. What we need is for people to check in on the elderly and the infirm. They lead more sedentary lives, which means they are more likely to be stuck in their homes in need of help, but having no way to get it. Thank you. There are many in need. But I would like you to start with Reagan Ueda. His home is not too far from here, near the Halls of Obedience. I need two things. One, see if he's okay, and two, make sure he's taking his medicine. Plus, it will be good for him to see a friendly face, to give his spirits a lift. It's to help with his memory. It's a bit scattered already, and he has trouble remembering where he left things. I've heard stories that he's taken to hoarding. That doesn't sound good, but maybe it'll help him keep his mind busy. Just trying to think of the bright side, sort as that may be around here. About that. So, I was on the fast track to be a herald once upon a time. Emphasis on the was. Turns out I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to blood and viscera. So for now, if you're hurt, talk to Hantan Irara. She's far more qualified. That's not to say I won't be capable someday. It's my dream, after all, to become a herald. But one cannot serve the house without first carving the dagger. I was on my way to the Scaled Citadel when I saw a bird in flight pass overhead. It inspired me to write a hymn, so I stopped in my tracks to reach for my slate. I had barely started typing when I noticed the ground spilling at the edge of my feet. I looked down, then up, to see a vast crater of nothing before me, and fell to my knees. I can say for certain I was there, at the very line between life and death. But I never witnessed the Vortex perform its terrible works of death and devastation. Somehow, that troubles me more. In the time since, I've wondered why I was spared, when so many were lost. Perhaps it is the will of the Great Serpent that I be here to help those in need. Under normal circumstances? Yes. Under these circumstances, the concept of overworked doesn't exist. He's long in the tooth and a tad absent-minded. So, don't worry about distracting him. He'll do that all on his own. Best of luck to you. To all of us.
Is it urgent or can it wait? Oh, it's you. Let me make one thing very clear. You will receive no preferential treatment. No free treatments, no free supplies. We barely have enough as it is. Good. Please understand, I have not been myself lately. You found me at a bad moment. The stress of everything is becoming overwhelming, but that is no excuse to act like I just did. I apologize. I appreciate that. Now, may I help you with something? Deflated? But morale really has no place in the halls of healing. My healers are exhausted, frustrated, hungry, even scared. Yet they carry on. It is what is expected of us all. We suffer so others may survive. I had little choice in the matter, as everyone in my family has been in this profession. As soon as I came of working age, my father would set me beside him and have me aid his procedures. I am unsure. I think about that at times. Did I become a healer just to appease my father? Should I have pushed back and traveled another path in life? Well, I must stop ruminating. This type of talk is inappropriate around patients. Exhausted, drained, hopeless. I am not sure what brought this disaster upon us, whether it was the Great Serpent's wrath, or a horrible accident, or something else. But what I do know is that these people who are suffering, they did not deserve any of this. I do not believe your optimism is warranted, frankly, but I will admit it is a nice change of pace. I hope you are right. But for now, it is hard for me to believe that we will ever crawl out of this hole. Save some for the other patients. If we are done, please move along.
The guards overheard my...
The request for aid and supplies never cease.
Never ends.
The Halls of Healing are currently the unofficial home of House Dulkef. Trade is vital now more than ever. We need to ensure supplies are being delivered to areas of need. After the Cataclysm, resources have been pulled from other departments to reach
Access is provided to and by executors of House Dulkef. This unit reminds you to be mindful of your position.
Great Serpent, please help me. It has been quite a challenge to keep all of the records in order. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply. I appreciate your sympathy. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible. The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in jeopardy. The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive them. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see. You have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels. Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word?
Jinan Varul believed that he was tasked by the Great Serpent to claim dominion over the galaxy. The Serpent's crusade was an attempt to make that a reality.
What do you think of the Serpent's Crusade?
What do I think of it?
Yeah,